Alright, hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Annie's Replay Casting. I'll be your caster Annie, aka Android, and this is going to be game number 219-556-2504. Looks like we are in for a heck of a matchup. We've got some of my favorite heroes here in the draft, and without further ado, I guess we can go ahead and introduce the teams. On the Legion Commander on the Radiant side, we've got Broodweiser, going to be hoping to carry him up. We're going to have Object Constancy Crisis on the mid puck. Over here, we're going to have Happy Boys on the Earthshaker near the rune. It's going to be Captain Crunch on the Anti-Mage, and still sitting in base making some life decisions. It's going to be Lieutenant Squirrely on the Ancient Apparition. Over here, on the Dire side, we are going to have Holim Temi on the Keeper of the Light, Rob Boss on the Bristleback. Up here at the top rune, it's going to be Lemons on the Ursa, Rat on the Arc Warden, and Taco Chan on the Sand King. I'm thinking the Arc Warden may end up living up to his name here with the Rat strat. Let's see, it looks like he's going to be going mid, so it's going to be more of a carry Arc Warden rather than the support Warden. So maybe early Midas, some Necro books, let's see, a Rapier if we want. There's also other options if he wants to go like a Sheep Stick, if he wants to go a Yules, just get lots of uses out of whatever items he picks up. So Captain Crunch here is going to be playing the safe lane carry, supported by an Earthshaker, who's not typically a babysitter put in charge of an Anti-Mage, but who knows, with the stuns they may be able to get some kills. Meanwhile, the Bristleback Caudle dual offlane I think is going to be really successful. Caudle, if he does end up leveling the Mana Leak, which he does first, good on you, Caudle, that's going to be all of Anti-Mage's mana gone. He won't be able to blink out of the fight, and, well, Bristleback can just snot him up and chase him down. Up top, we're going to have a solo Legion going up against an Ursa and a Sand King, so all melee all the time up here. It's not like they've got the Caudle up top. Maybe they want to rotate here to get some harass in the Legion who can't deal with that range harass, but we'll see here. As now Captain Crunch is going to be finding out what the Mana Leak does. First and foremost, has to eat up a tree, as there's just already initiation here starting on the Anti-Mage mid lane. We are going to see Object Constancy Crisis get very, very low. The Arc Warden does manage to throw out the slow. Does Puck walk back into the Spooky Floor Ghost? Looks like going to be able to dodge around for now, so Puck needs to be very, very careful how he gets back to base. First blood is going to come out up top. It looks like Ancient Apparition was killed as Lemons secured that first blood. So Ursa's starting things out on the right foot. Meanwhile, down bottom, there could be more blood coming out as Happy Boys. Not enough mana for a fissure. One last click from Rob Boss will secure another kill for the Dire. So things are starting out really, really good. If we look at overall farm, not a whole lot of precedence placed on last hits just yet. Ursa's been doing a good job here at 9. The next highest is going to be in the mid laners as Puck does fall. Rat able to get off a kill here. That's going to get his progress going real good. Is going to pick up a bottle, so not just completely rushing a Midas. Down bottom, looks like Bristleback was able to finish off the Anti-Mage as well. So 0-4 in favor of the Dire right now. This is looking really, really good for the Dire heroes. Looks like maybe Rat might end up going down as a return kill. Puck wants to go in, has the phase shift, but no Winning Rift. Oh, Fissure from the back lines, popping the Arc Warden before he gets into a safety bubble. Looks like, yeah, that's going to be a nice clean kill, so putting the Radiant on the board, but again, still a huge advantage coming out. Up top, Lemons might be in some trouble. They are going to rotate up the Ancient Apparition to get that range damage in, but Ancient Apparition's only level 1. That's a little bit farther back than you'd expect. The Legion's level 3. The Ursa, he's going to be hitting his level 3 very, very soon. Yes. So for now, Arc Warden going to be heading back to the base. Object Constancy Crisis looking to continue to pressure him. Does pick up the bottle now, so going to be flying that back in to the puck. Down bottom, Captain Crunch again, mana leaked up. That's going to be such a successful build here from the Keeper of the Light, and is going to be taking some serious damage now. Captain Crunch needs to watch the mana though, because the blinks, it's a long cooldown here on just a level 1 blink. Mid lane, there is going to be Puck going down as the safety bubble from the Arc Warden is too much. Can the creeps keep up? Looks like he's going to dodge the creep aggro. Bottle up, keep safe, does have the salve, so Arc Warden continuing to stay in lane is going to get a good amount of farm out of that, as Puck still has about 10 seconds to go for respawn, then has to TP back into the lane. Up top, it's going to be Sand King. He does have a 1-1-1 build here, so he's got a lot of utility. I'd rather him wait and pick up the Caustic Finale after he gets his level 6 and just continue to scale up the Burrow Strike and the Sandstorm, but we'll see what he does with it. As Lemons is now going to get cold feeded up. Will just walk it off, but that forces him out of the XP range for just a little bit of a moment. Down bottom, looks like a Siege Creep may have cost someone a kill, as well, there's going to be another Mana Leak here on the AM. He's going to have to walk back, blinks out of the mana range, but is going to end up stunning himself as well. Now Rob Boss wants to dive tower. There is going to be a fissure available from the Earthshaker if he wants to go in for it. And looks like that may have to be the case as Captain Crunch getting very low will once again take a stun from the Mana Leak. Rob Boss diving deep here, but it looks like it's just going to be an all-out deathmatch as Bristleback gets killed by the tower shots, but well, Bristleback does end up killing the Anti-Mage in the end. Now mid lane there was a kill on the Puck as Arc Warden is now 2 Arc Wardens, 2 very low Arc Wardens, but he's going to be limping here, going to be picking up the Bounty Rune, and we'll fill up the bottle with that. Up on the top lane, AA was once again killed by the Ursa. I think AA is just a little bit too squishy to be playing with bears at this point. He's going to be the Keeper of the Light, continuing to just really dominate as the front line of this lane. We haven't seen Bristleback really farming too much because he's just getting raw kills. He has 7 last hits, but he's got 3 kills and only 1 death, which is a fantastic score here at 4 minutes in the game. Wow, Bristleback is diving deep. He is all in here on Happy Boys. It looks like Keeper of the Light finally got the memo, wants to go in, wants to save his buddy, but where's the heal going to come out? They are going to go Mana Leak up the Anti-Mage, and well, that's going to be the end of the engage for now. Rob Boss getting a little bit too low for comfort. Up top, it's going to be Legion Commander, maybe taking a Burrow Strike to the face, but there's no more mana from the Sand King. Ursa just going to be continuing to farm up, continuing to get that gold. Ursa does pick up the Morbid Mask, maybe looking to finish off the Vlads before he hops into the Roche Pit. Anti-Mage once again stunned up from the Mana Leak and just going to be most likely massacred. The Illuminate comes through, not a fully charged Illuminate, but the Snot and the Quills might be enough. Attempted a body block here from Rob Boss, but the damage was just enough to get another Quill Spray proc on the Bristleback and kill off the Anti-Mage, so it was the best of intentions from the Earthshaker. Ended up costing him his buddy's life and his own here, as it turns out. Bob Ross going in. Didn't even have to use a Quill Spray, just the proc from the damage incoming to the Bristleback was enough to end up killing the poor bot lane. So this bot lane's had a real struggle. That's just 430 XP, gold, going the way of the Dire. Radiant, well, they're struggling. If we switch over to overall net worth, it looks like, yeah, Arc Warden, Ursa, and Bristleback are leading up the charts. So for now, it looks like there's going to be an aggressive rotation here from Broodweiser and Lieutenant Squirrely, but Ancient Apparition is only level 3. Sand King could easily pop her. It looks like that might be the case. The Sand King just goes through, is going to go in, take a Burrow Strike, and they're going to bring in the Bear as well. Now Ursa just going to go in, focusing down the Ancient Apparition because that's an easy secured kill. It looks like that will be Ursa's second kill of the game, and now Legion Commander is running for her life. Maybe Ancient Apparition isn't the person you want to bring with you on these YOLO missions, so it's going to be a jaunt out from the Illusory Orb from the Puck, sitting very low here, ticking down a little bit, but Puck is going to be alive for now. No more regen, so may have to just hop back to base and giving Arc Warden a little bit too much time. Arc Warden is going to be going for the Midas, very, very close to the Midas now, and that's going to be more and more and more gold going the way of Rat as the game progresses. Looks like Captain Crunch trying to get some safe farms somewhere. He's just been so aggressively forced back by this Coddle, who's just that one value point in Mana Leak has been absolutely exactly what the Dire need. Going long range goop sprayed onto Captain Crunch, the Viscous Nasal Goo doing some stuff to slow him up, but without the follow-up from the Coddle, I don't know what they can get. There's going to be a TP in here from the Earthshaker. He wants to go in. He has the Fissure. There's going to be no Echo Slam just yet, but it's not needed. They just drive off the Dire with some creeps alone, and well, up top, it looks like there is going to be a Sandstorm here from Taco-chan as Legion Commander desperately wants to get her level 6, but she's just forced back out of XP range. Lieutenant Squirrely may step up a little bit farther. Is a Burrow Strike still left on the Sand King? Can they follow it up here as Ursa? Well, he's in the pit, so the raw right-click damage is missing from the top lane, but well, looks like Sand King's doing a good enough job just zoning out the Radiant Heroes on his own. Down bottom, Happy Boys maybe in some more trouble. There is a Mana Leak ready to go on the Coddle, preventing any further fissures, and well, there's going to be a fissure right now. Gets a double stun, so Happy Boys might be okay for now. Meanwhile, up top, there is going to be a triple rotation here. Captain Crunch hopping into the top lane and maybe trying to get a kill on the Sand King, but meanwhile, Ursa gets exactly what he needs to accelerate into the mid-game. Down bottom, there's just going to be so much pressure laid out here by the Dire. A Keeper of the Light at 8 minutes, just slap it on the tier 2 tower without any regard for his safety that's the sign of having a good game right now, and it looks like everyone getting a little bit low, but Earthshaker's just not able to find his level 6 for now, and gonna be paying for it dearly. Meanwhile, the level 6 is achieved by the Coddle. He does not opt to level his Spirit Form, which might be a little bit of a mistake. You want to be able to bring in that Ursa, you want to be able to have the Blinding Light if Anti-Mage is chasing you down, so hopefully he picks up that ultimate in a little bit. Up top, we might see the Radiant Heroes just pushed a little too far as Ursa is in. There's a really nice Earth Spike there from Taco-chan, and that's just going to be another kill in the way of the Ursa. Now the body blocks go through. Lieutenant Squirrely, there's nothing he can do. Lemons will eventually get frozen up, but at the cost of 2 Radiant Heroes, that's not necessarily worth it. So Radiant just giving away a little bit too much. Meanwhile, mid lane, we are going to have Rat popping into the safety bubble, going in. They are going to slow up the Puck. Slow's not going to be super effective as Earthshaker is standing a little bit nearby, and No, Rat, the real Rat, is still feeling pretty good. Down bottom, there's going to be Captain Crunch trying to go here onto the Keeper of the Light, but Anti-Mage cannot attack this Horse Boy. Just has to sit there and wait for the Mana Lead to expire and has to blink back to safety. Anti-Mage is really hurting right now in terms of net worth. He is second from the bottom. He's just been completely forced out of lane. His item progression is meager at best. He has Sentry Wards, but he's going to be dead here. Looks like he's going to be blinking out of damage for now. There might be an Illuminate to follow up as Cuddle just going to go in and farm it up. So yeah, just in terms of overall net worth, the Dire's taking a very commanding early lead. The Arc Warden is skyrocketing. Speaking of Arc Warden, he does end up going down to the Earthshaker, but does end up getting a kill on the Puck in exchange. So just an all-out bloodbath here in the mid. No man's land in that regard, but down bottom, again, continued pressure from Rob Boss, who, Azel Bristleback, has gotten himself online remarkably quick. Usually offlane Bristlebacks have a little bit of trouble keeping themselves in XP range early on, but he's had no problem, courtesy of the fantastic support from the Coddle. Ursa's waiting to jump, still has the Aegis at his disposal. Legion Commander does have the duel, but I think that might be a mistake as Lemons is going to go in, does end up dodging out the Cold Feet, and now gets a dual win on the Legion Commander. A little bit just too aggressive now, as Sand King might end up getting killed here by Captain Crunch, putting Captain Crunch on the map, but Ursa, meanwhile, may end up getting a triple kill, or a double kill as it were, but 3 heroes are now dead on the side of the Radiant, courtesy of this top lane, and down bottom the tower falls, so Dire are just running away with this at just about 10 minutes. If we look at overall XP and net worth, it is just getting super, super spooky if you're the Radiant. How do you come back from this deficit? Well, the secret is never be alone, and Puck, well, may end up learning that the hard way, as Rob Boss is now here, ready to go. Arc Warden wants to go in for the punish. Only has one Arc Warden little dude at his disposal. Gonna have to wait a little bit for the Tempest double to come out. So now we're going to have Ursa, who's just dominating the net worth chart. In fact, looking at the net worth chart, it is a scary sight if you are Radiant. Just look at that split. This is not ordered by teams. This is ordered by just overall net worth. And for now, it's looking really good for the Dire. The Radiant, in order to come back from this, need to just absolutely group up and never let anyone get pickoffs. But I mean, Ancient Apparition doesn't even have his level 6. He's sitting here on a shared Tango, going for the Urn first, which is a pretty solid build if you're AA, because there's no way he's getting anything else for himself. He's not going to be able to farm up an Ags anytime soon. So he's just really feeling the burn right now. His overall net worth is 900. Now it looks like they are going to be able to maybe get the kill on the double of Arc Warden, but it's not going to be a whole lot. Now on the backlines, there is going to be an Earthshaker coming up. Earthshaker does have a Fissure ready to land, but he's got no blink, so he can't set up for a really dope Echo Slam. We are going to see Rob Boss go into the jungle. There's going to be no Radiant heroes to punish him, even though 4 of them are there, and it's just a lone Bristleback. They are so scared. We have Legion Commander pressing up pretty aggressively. We'll take a full Illuminate to the face, so that's half her health gone. And now, I mean, Coddle is just charging in. The cavalry has arrived, and is there anything the Radiant can do to punish a solo Coddle? And it doesn't look like it. It gets the mana burn off onto the AA, and that's going to be a killing spree coming out for the Bristleback. Rob Boss does get silenced there by the Waning Rift of the Puck, but Puck, even though he lands a Dream Coil here onto the Horse Boy, I think that's going to be the Horse Boy living through this, as it looks like Coddle will get dueled up, will end up falling, but at the cost of perhaps the Puck as well. Puck is still alive right now. The Dire, they're doing a little bit good here, so an honorable and fair duel indeed. Well, it looks like Keeper of the Light may get the revenge, as they Arc Warden does take out the duel victor. Now there's going to be an Echo Slam here. Bristleback may be in a world of hurt. Puck, no Illusory Orb to jaunt to. So it's going to be Rob Boss, again, just retreating. Does have the Vanguard picked up. Looks like going to be building into a Crimson Guard as well, as he picks up the Chainmail to build into a Buckler. So that's going to be all of the right-click damage on the side of the Radiant getting negated very soon as Bristleback picks up that Crimson Guard. Because for now, Legion Commander and Anti-Mage, they're both hitting with pretty much only right-click damage, and that's going to be not enough. And Puck, most likely going to be picking up the Foundation of a Dagon just to get that magical burst after Puck picks up a Blink Dagger. I think that'd be a pretty smart build, but again, that's going to require a lot of gold that just doesn't look like it's there for the Radiant. We're 13 minutes in, and there's already going to be a over 12,000 gold advantage for the Dire. So that's about 1,000 gold advantage per minute, which is, according to stats, an insurmountable lead. Taco-chan up here does have the Blink Dagger and the Arcane Boots, so that's exactly what a Sand King needs. Most likely going for the Ether Lens next up. Going to be getting that long-range Spike going through, but now Rob Boss may have bitten off more than he can chew. There's going to be a puck coming in as well, so they will eventually maybe get a kill in the Bristleback. Yes, with the overwhelming odds from the Legion Commander, they are able to secure a kill, but it's not a dual win. So Legion Commander only sitting on 10 dual damage. Meanwhile, the Ursa, he's sitting on 2 completed items, a Javelin, most likely for a Basher, and also 10 victory damage. So Legion Commander's having a little bit of a tougher time going up against this other carry. And in general, Ursa is a pretty strong early game carry, doesn't scale super well into the ultra late game, but for now I don't see Radiant being able to hold any sort of high ground defense until, 30-40 minutes, and I just don't see them living that long, honestly. The high ground defense now, if Dire got themselves together, just push down tier 2s, push down tier 3s, maybe the Earthshaker Fissure is what they're relying on, maybe the Puck Waning Rift, but for now it's just going to be Puck desperately looking for a pick-off here, but for now, Keeper of the Light still sitting super strong. We'll be going for the Aghanim Scepter up top. We may see a kill in Legion Commander coming out once again. She's going to be going down there. It's going to be Illuminate coming out from the Keeper of the Light, but it's just going to be raw right-click damage. Too much for the Legion Commander to deal with as Bristleback gets the kill with one final Quill Spray. And the tier 1 tower is brought down. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Light does end up living through that engage and driving up the puck successfully, and only about 1,500 gold off from the Aghanim Scepter right now, which is going to be a huge advantage. Usually, when you're building up the Ags, you want to start with the point booster, but I guess a trip to the secret shop was not on the menu for the Coddle. So Captain Crunch desperately trying to keep up in terms of farm. We're 15 minutes in, and he's less than halfway to his Battle Fury. That is a miserable place to be if you're anti-mage, and I think you really need the Battle Fury to be useful. You can't just kind of all-out skip it and go for a Manta or an S&Y, but at this point, the Battle Fury is not going to be pre-25 minutes, and that's just absolutely deadly. We are going to see AA debut his level 6, go in with a nice Ice Blast, but it's just not enough to get anyone low. Bob Ross actually comboed with the Happy Boys Echo Slam. This might be enough to turn the fight, as Real Arc Warden is getting kind of low. Can they chase him down? He's in his safety bubble. He's dishing out the right-click damage. And now, there's going to be a nice ultimate here from Taco-chan going through. Get the Legion Commander very low. Legion did already use her duel. She's sitting on 20 duel damage, so she won that duel. And there's a double kill from the puck, so Lieutenant Squirrely, he might be able to get Taco-chan, as there is a ward revealing his vision. Gonna be blinking away as Legion Commander wants this, but the overwhelming odds is on cooldown. And Lemons showing no mercy, just chunking the Legion Commander down. That's an unstoppable streak from the Ursa. He's gonna be 7-0-4 here after the kill on the Ancient Apparition. Lemons is pretty unstoppable right now. So we are going to have Rob Boss going through, going to be completing the Buckler very soon if that's what he's going for. Does pick up a Robe of the Magi, so maybe that's not what he's looking for. Maybe he's going to be picking up an Orchid? I don't know. The world is his oyster right now, as he's 7-3-2. He's died a little bit, but every single time he's gone down, he's brought someone with him. There's never been any needless death here. The Keeper of the Light here, most likely my vote for MVP this game, just because he's had a fantastic build. That early point, that just single value point, picked up in Mana League at level 1, has absolutely won him the game, made the anti-mage completely useless, completely unable to get up to the wave to farm. So now we're going to have Puck reinitiating here, does get a nice Waning Rift and a Dream Coil, so it looks like this may be a good kill in favor of the Radiant, but maybe not, as Puck will most likely fall, although no, Puck ends up juking around. They get the kill on the Keeper of the Light. Now Lemons is in some serious trouble. There's going to be a duel coming through. Lemons will end up living through the duel and getting some victory off of that, but Legion Commander falls. It's a 2-for-1 trade, though, and I still think that's worth it. Taking out this Ursa that was at the top of the net worth chart for a Legion that was not really anywhere near the top of the net worth chart is probably worth. Yeah, it's worth it for the Radiant by a long shot. So now Rat does pick up the Necro 3s. We're going full Rat strat, living up to the name of the Arc Warden, who, just poking around on profiles, his Steam icon is Arc Warden's icon as well, so this guy is really committed to method acting this hero. Now we are going to see Lieutenant Squirrely going to be going in. There's a Fissure to the face popped out by Happy Boys, so Lieutenant Squirrely will eventually get brought down. The AA has just had such a rough time, sitting only on boots and an urn. There's really nothing else the AA is going to be able to buy up here, as he just hasn't had space to do anything. I think ideally you want AAs to be getting a Midas, but at this point if AA started to farm a Midas, it wouldn't be out till 30 minutes, and then how much use are you really getting out of that anyway? But 8-6 is not the kill score you want for your AA. At this point, I think just sit back and Ice Blast and hope you get kills. comboed up by the rest of your team. So I think they have to land an AA Blast, go in with a Fissure or an Echo Slam, follow it up with a Legion Duel, then you can get heroes down. But just going in one by one, looking for pickoffs is not working out for the Radiant. And on that note, it looks like Dire might be securing themselves even more of an advantage here as Lemons is back in the pit for Roche number 2 here at 18 minutes in. Taco Chan gonna be helping him out, landing a nice little stun there from Ursa's Basher, and yeah, it's gonna be a clean Roshan. Radiant, whether or not they scout that out, there's nothing they could have done about it anyway, so it's gonna be another Aegis in favor of Ursa, and the rest of the Dire are feeling really, really good about this. Overall gold is now about 15,000 in favor of the Dire. Overall XP is about 10,000, so Dire have just been splitting up and farming a little bit more effectively. We see right here, you know, Puck and Happy Boys sitting here together, afraid to leave on their own, and, well, this is why Anti-Mage steps out on his own for just a minute, and he's almost punished, almost loses his life once again. This is going to be Legion Commander trying to farm up, trying to make herself useful. She does have the Iron Talons, so she hops into the jungle to make the most out of it. She's got the Blink, so her initiation's pretty on point. Is this going to be a Blade Mail? I think that might be a solid build for her. Meanwhile, we are going to see Sand King looking to pick. He finishes up a Force Staff. I'm guessing Aether Lens is going to be next up on the list, just to be able to have the most use out of that Burrow Strike as possible. He might want to go for an Aghanim Scepter as well. It'll just be, yeah, just increasing the range and applies Caustic Finale to any targets it hits. Object Constancy Crisis getting very low here in the jungle. Dire have no vision of this for now. They are going to be focusing their attention here on the Earthshaker, who's just trying to fend off the oncoming wave of Dire damage, and they're going to be reasonably successful. Coddle opts to still not pick up the point booster, so saving the best for last, I guess, but I feel like the overall mana pool and health pool would have been a little bit more favorable. Now Happy Boy is just dunking down the mana, goes in, will end up most likely stunning himself down, pops the Arcane Boots as a last minute YOLO as the mana leak wears off. So Happy Boys is alive for now, but it won't last that long as Sand King just charges in, going in with a real nice Sandstorm, Burrow Strike, and just getting the damage. Now Captain Crunch gonna be falling in his own base to the Ursa, who still is holding on to the Aegis of the Immortal. BKB will be finished off on the bear very, very shortly. Needs about 300 more gold for that. And that's going to be an unkillable bear. He has BKB, he's got the Aegis, he's got the Basher, and the regen from the Helm of the Dominator. Opting not to go for the Vlads here. I think that's kind of a quirky thing, but having someone to stack your Ancients for you is a little bit good. Now Rob Boss is going to get kind of low there from the Winning Rift, showing off that new Blade Mail he picked up, and it's going to have to be a clean disengage. They do end up latching onto the Sand King. He does stun himself up. The AA Blast is not on the mark, and it looks like Sand King will fall, but they trade it for the Puck, so that's overall still worth it. Lemons here is going to dodge out the Cold Feet, and Lieutenant Squirrely may go down once again. Meanwhile, in the backlines, there is a dual victory for the Legion Commander, now sitting at 34 victories, but Lemons, with his 20 victories, is or 20 victory damage, is looking to fight. Happy Boys goes in, gets a mini stun onto Lemons. The Echo Slam is bopped just to be able to get down the Aegis of the Ursa, and I think the Ursa can come back and just kind of man-fight everyone. It's going to blink away. I think that's the right call, not wanting to blow any sort of Dire advantage while you don't have to, but now he's just going to turn in, start slapping up the Legion Commander, does get stunned up by the Fissure. They're having to focus everything on him. In fact, now dominating streak for the Ursa. He's able to pick up the Legion even with 3 heroes in the Radiant there. Goes in onto Captain Crunch as well. This Ursa, he's out of control. He finishes off his BKB. He finishes off half the Radiant team, and now he's looking to finish off the melee racks as well. There's going to be an Ice Blast. It looks like it will connect on both the Ursa and the Bristleback. They may have to get back here, but again, it's only a level 1 blast from the AA. No Aghanim Scepter anywhere close to being found, so these guys should live through it with a striking fashion. And now Bristleback, he's got no lifesteal. He probably has to back off, but Ursa can certainly just take the Ancients and actually heal himself up here. That's a win-win if you're Dire. Down bottom, we might see a Rat looking to pick off the Puck. The Puck does pick off the Dagon, like we were talking about earlier, but Rat's feeling A-okay. Pops the double. The real guy's going to be TPing back to base, and Rat goes in, uses the Midas, and, well, he's just farming up in a safety bubble. So for now, we're just going to see Lieutenant Squirrely gets picked off by the Arc Warden double here. That may have been the Necro books that get the last click, and they're going to go duel. You know what? That double was toast, man. Legion Commander, good job. You got him. And now Lemons just goes in and starts destroying. There's going to be a Sandstorm up by the Sand King, and they are able to secure the kill onto the Legion Commander once again. So Radiant have just not had the best time in terms of overall KDA. It's looking pretty poor. Ancient Apparition is now 0-10-6. Meanwhile, the Ursa is 15-1-4. Sand King is brought down by the Puck, but Lemons still alive and healthy. They're going to split up their damage, taking out the mid racks and the top racks all at once. And now let Keeper of the Light not screwing around here, just going straight for the effigies, maybe straight for the tier 4s as well. There's going to be Captain Crunch going in, trying to man up, but ends up just getting clapped on by the Ursa. Now Puck is the target of the engage, does not have a phase shift, or sorry, does have a phase shift, but does not have the illusory orb to jaunt to. So Lemons has to back off here. It's going to get frozen up behind the trees, but it's looking really miserable if you're the Radiant. The most you can muster is forcing off a carry Ursa, but you can't defend your racks, you can't defend your own heroes, and looks like maybe the tier 3s are under siege now as the backdoor protection is going to be melted as there's already dire creeps in the base. Puck looking to do something here onto the Real Rat. Real Rat may get punished, takes a dag into the face, they're going to sheep stick, or Real Rat shows off his sheep stick, getting the Puck down, and looks like the Arc Warden will fall. Meanwhile, Keeper of the Light may end up getting dueled here, or sorry, lives through a duel, but ends up getting slapped down in the end. The Ice Blast from the AA is not on the mark, so for right now, Radiant are holding. There's going to be a little bit of gold change, a lot of XP change, but with 2 racks down and an exposed racks 3, that's a lot to hold up against. I don't think anyone on the Radiant really has the resources to deal with incoming super creeps. Legion Commander does have the Blade Mail. Looks like she's going for the AC as well. She still needs the Hyperstone, so needs about 800 more gold to get that online. And even with that, yeah, she's a little more survivable, but where's her right click coming from? She's hitting for like 150. Meanwhile, the Ursa, when he's all enraged up and mean, is hitting for about 200. Rob Boss is going to be freezing up here. Maybe Legion looks to go for a duel, but again, it's going to be very risky. There is going to be an Ice Blast coming through. It does connect here onto Rob Boss, but that's not enough to save the Legion Commander as the Ursa just comes through. That BK bead enraged form is just so strong. And now Rob Boss going in onto the Puck. The phase shift dodges out some of the goop, and now Rob Boss has to walk off the cold feet, but will not have no problem with that. Legion Commander goes in with the Blade Mail. They do get a duel here onto Lemons. This could be big, but the Blinding Light from the Keeper of the Light will do enough to stop the duel for now, but Legion Commander still gets the victory on that as Ursa falls. That's actually a really big kill for the Radiant. Legion Commander gets so much gold for that. She gets 728 gold split amongst her teammates. But now, I mean, Rat is here, living up to his name. Got the Necro 3s, got 2 of himself, bringing in Taco Chan as well to get down these racks. It's going to be mega creeps for the Dire, and that's not something the Radiant can hold up against. I think it's pretty close to a GG, if not a absolutely GG is okay. That's going to be a Dagon 3 dunking down the Keeper of the Light, so they get a little kill, but they are going to trade the rest of their team for it as the Sandstorm comes through. There's going to be a Legion Commander going through, trying to duel on someone. Can they find the Sand King? Looks like Sand King still feeling alive and healthy. Rob Boss doing a great job just surviving all the onslaught from Legion Commander. May end up falling here as there's just so much tick damage coming out. Bristleback ends up getting the kill there on the Legion. So Legion's fantastic kill up against the Ursa does end up getting punished. Rat now just putting some pressure onto the tier 4s. The creep waves are pushing in. This might be it for the Radiant. They've probably got one last hold in them as Legion Commander spawns in about a minute. Meanwhile, the Ursa back up in 20 seconds. He might want to just buy some boots of travel for himself and hop back into the base, but he might just take the slow road as there are still all the towers up on the side of the Dire. There has been no pressure there. Puck does get a kill here as she goes in, kills off the Bristleback, but now gets hexed up here. Rat looking to really apply the pressure. Happy Boys chasing down Taco Chan, but looks like it's going to be the phase shift ending for the Puck as well as his life. And now Happy Boy is getting force-staffing himself back to base, slowed up by the Arc Warden, and now it's just going to be a very dead Earthshaker as well. So it's going to be exposed Ancient very soon as the tier 4s go down. And if we look at overall XP and overall gold, it's been a pretty impressive hold from the Radiant, but they're not able to stop the 30,000 gold advantage for the Dire. And look at this Rat, the Ancient just absolutely melt as the creeps lay into it. So fantastic playing by the Dire. Gotta give MPP to Keeper of the Light, making sure that that lane with the Bristleback was as effective as possible, and effective it was. They completely shut down the Anti-Mage. He was not able to get anywhere near online. In the end of the game, he does end up finishing off his Battle Fury, but has very little else to show for it. Looks like he was going for a Vlad's, but not able to complete it here at a 30-minute game. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any feedback, if you want to let me know how I did or how I can improve on my casting, please feel free to comment or reach out to me on Twitter. If you'd like to submit your own replay, you can email me at anniecast@gmail.com. And again, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you all next time.